up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Mocha Mika, and today, as you see by the title, I'm about to be munching on some good old seafood boil. But we'll get into that in a minute as far as exactly what I got. If this is the first time you're joining me, welcome. Thank you for joining me, and please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you enjoyed the video. If you're already a rider and you're back, thank you, rider. Okay, guys, so as usual, I'm starving, right? So I'm about to get in. Got a good old seafood boil. I got snow crab, some corn, some eggs, some taters, and some sausage. Just a little small, no shrimp or nothing this time. All right, guys, had to get together. Sorry, I can't. I'm trying to position it to where you can see my sauce and everything, but can't really see it. Here's my sauce. This little table, I can't really arrange it the way I want to. So, you guys aren't going to be able to see the sauce. So, guys, diving right in. I don't know where to start. Crab legs. Just been craving for some crab legs lately. All right, y'all. Let's go right up in there and get this cracking. So I got a story time for y'all today. Super fun. I gotta eat a little bit first though, because I'm so hungry. See that? So hungry. Been wanting seafood boil for a long time now. Nice long one. See, I want to be able to get. I want y'all to be able to see the sauce. Sorry, can't do it. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too messy, and I ain't trying to, be getting stuff on the carpet and stuff. I should have poured it on here so it can just be saucy on the thing, but got a little bit of sauce on there. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll pour a little bit of sauce on here. And onions. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. So we got a little bit of sauce on here too. Whew. Now, where was I? All right, I was telling y'all I got a story time to tell. Back in my younger days, first off. Hold up, y'all. I just gotta get a little bit. I'm just so hungry. I really am. On my last video, I told y'all I was gonna have a story time. I got it. Okay, so back in the day, when I was younger. Wait a minute. Where do I start with this? Hold on, I'm gonna put it with a potato. So good, y'all. And I want a sausage. Ooh, splash and stuff. Okay. This is something called a potato volcano I got from Stephen Tosh. Get some more sauce on there. You'll see, nice and juicy. The sauce is perfect. Not too hot, but hot enough. Got a nice spice to it. Oh, I mixed it with a little butter and a little bit of water, so I won't have too much butter. We all know too much butter is not good for us. Okay. So, All right, I'm gonna get ready. Let me just go ahead and get into the story, y'all. I had I'm gonna be 100% honest on this. Back in the day, I was young and we all struggling, trying to find ways to survive. Whew. A check came to my house. It was somebody's school check, I guess. Somebody who used to live there. Reimbursement checks. And it was like for a nice little chunk of money. At the time I was in need, I could have, appreciated that little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? I was at a point at the time struggling a little bit. So, I'm like, I got a bank account. Got a banking account. I can, cash this check in to my bank account, Excuse me. Unless the school checks out a player where I don't have to sign it. Had somebody forge the signature wrong. People never do that. I'm telling you, this is so people who might be out there thinking about doing stuff like this, please never do it. It's not worth it. Anyway. Anyway. I go. Okay. So I'm like, what, forget that. I'm going to get me a spoon so I can pour some of the sauce on my stuff. Sorry. Hold on, y'all. So I'm like, that's a good time. So next day, long story short, cashed and went and did that, deposited it to my account. And I was able to cash the check. So I think the next day or something like that, because they have to give it like a day or so to clear or something like that. They only give you a certain amount right then, and the rest of it you can't get to the money clear or something like that. People who know. And so, okay, next day come. Cash the check, did what I need to do with it, and that's that, right? So, for some reason, I don't know why, and I don't do stuff like this. I'm too paranoid to do stuff like this, but it was a desperate time where, I think we needed to be paid, and I was like, between jobs or something like that. I don't know, I kind of looked at it as a sign, like, maybe I was meant to get this. All the stuff you think when you about to do something, trying to convince yourself to do something you ain't supposed to. But, so. Okay, long story short. Okay, so, cash the check, did what I need to do with it. About a few months later. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. On my door. First thing in the morning. And I wasn't thinking nothing about it. Last thing was on my mind was this, right? So, oh gosh, and it was like early morning. As a matter of fact, I had just got home from work. Back working, I was working nights. I had just got home from work. First thing in the morning. As they do it early. Just got home from work. Yep, they came banging at my door. Open the door, it's like, I guess they was doing a sweep, actually. This day, they was actually doing a sweep of, like, the little, and it was, like, at least 3 people on my street who got picked up. But I was one of those people. Came in there with this, police, sheriff, badges. They're like, ma'am, are you looking for Tamika Grace, blah, blah, blah. That's me. You come with us, you're under arrest. And then one guy, he sounded like he was taking it personal. White guy. Right police officer, he acted like he was taking it personal, like it was his check or his kid's check that it was taken. He opened the door like, did you really think you were going to get away with this? Did you think you was going to get away with this? I know you didn't. I know you didn't think it's going to get away with this for too long. Like real angry and pumped up. Oh my god, damn! You act like it was your money. You act like it was your check. But okay, whatever. No, it was wrong, you know. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm still got my skirts on. I'm like, are you serious? Thank goodness, you know, kids already at school. Nobody's home. You know, boyfriend's already at work. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So they ain't have to see me get arrested. Thank goodness. But I'm like, oh my goodness, nobody's home. So nobody gonna know that I'm going until, yeah, when they first get home, they're gonna think, you know, I'm out doing something or whatever. A couple times he called and answered my phone. Anyway, okay, they arrest me. Boom. Take me downtown. Okay, go through the whole process of, you know, I had to wait till the next morning for court and everything. So you go through the process, picture and all that stuff. Actually got a mugshot, y'all. One and only mugshot that I have. And hope that I never get no more. But, yeah. You know, did all that. Okay, so I'm in a holding cell. Holding cell with me and like, I don't know, it was like maybe 6, 7 other people. Ooh. Ooh, it's hot. This sauce is hot. 6, 7 other people. So, ooh, they come in. I mean, so we're in a holding cell. Okay, and one of the people in there is this pregnant chick. White girl, pregnant girl. One of them white girls that, you know, try to act black. Or probably hang around a lot of black people, so they like white person with, you know, talk black and all that stuff. Anyway, not that that really matters, but I'm just giving you a visual. So, okay, we in there, sitting there, waiting, mad in the mud, thinking about what I'm doing, waiting to get a call so I can call somebody because nobody knows I'm here, mind you. Right at this point, nobody knows I'm here. Hold up, let me take this bite, y'all. Another volcano. Woo-hoo. Get a good look. That's just... Okay, so we all sitting there. I'm sitting there like this, not this tired, just mad at myself, sitting there thinking like, I can't believe I'm in here. What am I going to do? I don't have the money to, you know, I probably don't have the money to get out of here. All this and that. Worried, stressing. How the hell am I going to get out of here? How did I end up here? I knew better than this. Mad at myself because I'm like, Tamika, this ain't stuff you do. But you did. You did it this time. But, okay. So, I don't know where. So you could tell the white girl that was in there, she was pregnant. Had to have been at least a good 6, 7 months probably. Had a nice little belly there. In there, mad as hell, but you could tell she was on some drugs or looking for some drugs. She was itching for some drugs. She was like fiending. So she was just walking back and forth, pacing, cussing, talking shit. Ah, shit. There's people in here. Got me in here. And da 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 da. Right? And so, banging on the window, on the door. Anybody been in a holding cell, you know that you're in a, you know, little small room with just 2 little benches and a little toilet where everybody can see you pissing and all that stuff. And you know, the doors are clear, you know, it's glass, so you can see through them and everything. So, okay, so she's walking around pacing, talking smack, and, you know, just mad. And so, and I guess she's already been here before, so she know the rules, know what to do to get what. I don't know. But she's sitting there talking shit, mad. Out of nowhere, she starts banging on the thing. People, they're not answering her, they're ignoring her. She's like, somebody let me out. I need to get out of here. Something she, you know, was wanting to say some stuff as to why she needs to get out. Needed some type of assistance. They was ignoring her. So I guess she said, I know how to get their attention or how to get out of here or whatever. I don't know. She was just on one, man. She was just on one. So she just out of nowhere, she's pacing back and forth. I guess, you know, while she's looking around, she's thinking, you know, like, what can I do? Pacing back and forth, and then out of nowhere, she get to the front of the holding cell. There's like two benches, one on one side, one on the other side. Doors right here. Toilets right here. Toilets right there, doors right there. Bench on this side, bench on this side. So I'm sitting like towards the end where the toilet is. Out of nowhere, she just comes and goes, oh, okay, here we go. So out of nowhere, I'm back, guys. Out of nowhere, she just goes, whoo, 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 walking, going down the line of people on the line of the bench that I was on. I know first she was closer to the other bench. So first she turned and hit somebody on that one bench, punched them. I know she said boom to this one. You know what? Because it was somebody that was talking. It was this one girl that just kept talking. She was just talking shit, just running her mouth. Da 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 da. I don't care. I'm tired of being in shit. And these motherfuckers. And then talking to people. You know what I'm saying? And I guess she was just annoyed with her talking. So she hit her first. So she was the one she hit first. She just came out of the door and was just like, whop. Punched her right in her face. And we was like, whoa. Everybody was like, oh. Then she turned around to the other bench and just went whop, 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 going down the line. Punching them down the line. I was like, get the fuck out of here. She didn't get to me. She didn't get to me and another girl, another black girl I was in there with. We ended up being in the same cell. We ended up getting out together too. Becoming real cool. I can't remember her name. She let her well, anyway, I'll tell you that later. Okay, so out of nowhere, yeah. So she went down the line, punching everybody down that whole road that was closer to her on that right-hand side, was across from me. Bow, 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 just going down the road, punching motherfuckers. And then some one girl got up, and then people didn't want to fight back because she was pregnant as hell. So they didn't know what to do. One girl went to go, they were just sitting there holding or something, went to go, like, oh, God, what is she in here punching people? And so she tried to turn around, like she was going to come to the other side and come down the line punching motherfuckers. So we went with it. And so me, the other black chick that I was talking to, and some other girl, we got up and snatched her up and was holding her down. One had her from the back, one had her from the front. I had her from the front with her head down, like holding her head down. You know what I'm saying? So she can't see. And the other girls had her like from the back, had her arms and shit from the back, holding her arms and shit from the back. I would hold her from the front, pull her shit pulled down, because I think she had a hoodie or something. And I had her like bent down, because, you know, trying not to hurt her belly, but at the same time subduing her, stopping her from swinging on motherfuckers, because she definitely wasn't going to be swinging on me next. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this bitch. I mean, she was just, punching. She was like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I mean, she caught a few of them really good. I mean, she might have missed the one because she was just really going down the line like, whoop, whoop. Well, she might have like missed one or two by the time she got towards the end because they was ducking and moving. But the first couple people, oh, she got them. She got them. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? And so, and another thing I forgot while we was in it, before she did that, she had went to go to call herself Pissing. She had some type of drugs on her too, in her shit. But anyway, she went, because she went to piss, and one of the people, they went to do a piss test or whatever, and they went to grab her piss test. When they came back to get her piss test, they said she had something. They seen that she had something on her in it or whatever. So she was like trying to conceal something too, some type of drugs or something too. Okay, and so she gets, okay, so the officers come running in finally after we, you know, holding her for a minute, and people call and say, hey, help, she's in here, you're helping her, she's in here fighting, pregnant girl in here fighting, hitting people or whatever. So, they came and snatched her up, we let her go. She started fighting them, fighting to where, fighting up out her clothes. She ended up coming up out her clothes. Fighting. Still, they maced her and everything. Didn't matter. She is still fighting them. Then, to the point, they had her in some room, because the room that was like right across from her, so we can kind of see everything that was happening to her. So everybody was all looking and shit. They were fighting her. All you seen a whole bunch of officers around her, and her just the stuff that's, you know, swinging arms and all that stuff. And I'm trying to subdue her. Then next thing you know, she's ass naked, pregnant as hell, ass naked, and they had to put her in some chair where you know, gotta, you know, they had her arms tied behind her and her feet tied down the bottom. in this chair, ass naked, legs wide, pregnant as hell, ass naked, because she was acting up. She was cutting up. She was on one, yo. She was straight on one. And so she was on one. And so she's going, oh, fuck y'all, motherfucker. I'm pregnant. I don't give a fuck. I'm pregnant. So we sitting here like she's still in the chair, still going off. I think then they maced her and she was still going off. And then eventually they left her alone, but she was strapped in that chair. They had her strapped up in that chair. Oh, yeah. And they eventually had to, because she was spitting on motherfuckers, they had to cover her face up with this bag, like little bag thing to stop people, you know, from spitting or whatever. This bad thing on her, at her in this chair. Ooh, hot. Hold up. Some water. Had her in this chair, strapped up, legs strapped up, arms strapped up, ass naked, up in the chair. So, and you know, so they had her over there. And yeah. She was over there for a minute. Over there for a minute. I was like, this bitch is crazy. I'm like, this shit is crazy. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, she's pregnant as hell though. She had a big old belly. It had to have been at least 6, 7 months. At least 7. You know, some people carry small at 6, some people carry big at 6, but between 6 and 7 months. She might have been farther than that. She might have been farther than that. She had a whole ass belly and she was in there acting up about some drugs. And she was mad that the chick was talking so much. She was like, shut the fuck up. That's what it was when the first time she went to punch her. She was like, shut the fuck up. Ow. Shut the fuck up. And then just start going down the line, punching people down that whole row. I could not believe she did that. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this pregnant girl? White girl, too. White pregnant baby was crazy. She was crazy. She just started punching everybody in that damn row. And we had to really subdue her and hold her down until, you know, I mean, because she was on one. She was strong, too, for a pregnant woman. And she obviously was had up already on something. And was, you know, jonesing for some more. Whatever's caffeine for some more. Coming down off of it, whatever. It had her on one. And she didn't give a fuck about her being pregnant, her having a baby or nothing. They had to mace her, strap her down, ass naked, strip her naked. And she still was going off. Still was over there hollering and screaming. We could still hear her over there hollering and screaming, talking to her. Eventually she slowed down, you know, calmed down. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her after that. You know, then eventually we got moved to another cell. And me and the black girl, the other black girl that was in there, ended up being in the same holding cell again. We went to another level. It wasn't upstairs where, you know, the jail is. If we would have stayed another day, we would have been upstairs. But, and then we ended up going to another thing, and then, ended up going to another hotel. Hungry as hell. Finally made my call. And that, you know, my boyfriend know where I was. He's wondering where the hell I was. Like, what's going on? Where you been? All day. Because I didn't get out until that next night. I was in there they got me, well, I was in there for 2 days. Damn near 2 whole days. Like a day and a half, because they got me that one morning. And then I was there all that day until the next morning. Yeah, so at least 24 hours I was there. Mad as hell because I had to wait until, you know, next morning before me to see the judge. Thank goodness it was my first offense, you know, and it was my first offense. I didn't have to pay like no bail or nothing like that. Didn't have to get no bail, no money. They didn't give me a bail or none of that stuff. Thank goodness they worked with me. And I was able to get out. Because I'm like, I'm being here. Because we ain't got no money for no bail right now. That's why I spun the check. That's why I took the check. But.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, this girl is crazy. She hauled off and punched everybody in that row. Everybody on that bench. Oh my goddamn. It's like she knew which one it was sad to mess with and was sad not to, though. She didn't mess with the other side with me and the other black girl, and there's a couple other people there, but they look like they wouldn't have been with the shits, because we the ones that end up grabbing her up, snatching her up and subduing her ass until the guards got down. But okay, but then we went to the other hotel. They gave us some nasty ass bologna sandwiches eventually. Nowhere I ever want to be. It's definitely dirty, of course. Guys in there hawking at you, hey cutie, all that stuff. Hey, come over here. All that craziness. I was just like, Lord, please don't let me have to go upstairs to the actual jail. As that is what I don't want. For real. But, and I didn't. But, next morning with the court, phone is getting low. Next morning, my phone about to die, guys, so I gotta cut this, get done with this. I'm done with the story pretty much anyway. Next day, got my, went to court. They, gave me a chance. Had to pay a fine. Had to pay the money back. Definitely paid the money back. Say this to say, don't take nobody's money. Don't ever forge no checks, steal no checks or nothing like that. It's not worth it. Go in jail. There's crazy folks in there. It's dirty, it's nasty, and there's crazy folk in there, and they don't care, and they be usually drugged up some type of way. But I just couldn't believe it. Y'all had to tell y'all this girl went in pregnant. I mean, she was pregnant as hell, big old belly, was in there going off. I mean, really fighting to the point like they had to strap her into a chair, ass naked. Had her in a room across the hall, like fighting and wrestling with her, trying to get her to stay calm and calm down, because she's fighting and screaming and spitting on people and everything. Oh, she was acting up. She didn't care. She didn't care nothing about her being pregnant. She didn't care nothing about her baby. She didn't care nothing about that baby. She was like probably hoping. Y'all ain't see that. Probably hoping that she'd lose it or something. The way she was acting. She didn't care about that baby. I think she was trying to lose it. I'm wondering if she's okay. I wonder what happened if she, end up having difficulties with that baby or what. But, so eventually I got out. And like I said, the black girl that was in there with me. If you remember, please comment down below. If you remember that incident and remember me and that white girl, pregnant girl, fighting in a holding cell. Trying to beat everybody up in a holding cell. At least everybody on the one side of the room. Please comment down below. Let me know what your name is. Give me a shout. I would love to reconnect with you again. We had kept in touch on the phone for a little while, and then we just lost touch. But yeah, she had ended up having her dad come pick me up. She lived on the hill, and the hill is close to the jail. Those who know, it's close nearby the jail, Allegheny County Jail. And yeah, and I was going to my mom's house, who lived on the hill. And yeah, her dad drove me, to my mom's and dropped me off. She asked her dad to drop me off because her dad came to pick her up, and I was broke. Ain't had no money, ain't had no bus fare, ain't had nothing to get nowhere. So, thank goodness I was close to my mama's house, and I was able to get a ride there. And so there I did that. I was just like, that was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I could not believe that was my first time ever in jail. Plan for it to be my last. Yes, it was the holding cell. But that's all I needed to know. I don't want to come back. It was dirty, nasty in there, of course. It was just crazy. And I was just like, they be in her cutting up. I mean, I could not believe this pregnant. My thing is that she was pregnant as hell. Acting like that. She was trying to lose that baby. She had to be. There was no way she cared about that baby and was acting like that. And you could tell she was on something. So she already was on some type of drug. She didn't want that baby. Because she was cutting up. She was trying to get them to really fight her. Somebody to fight her and lose that baby. She wanted somebody to fight her. I don't know if she would have hit me. She would have got that fight. Right up in there. Then would they have given me more time or like punished me for that if I would have fought her back? And like she hit me first. I'm defending myself. I don't care pregnant or not. I'm defending myself. She knows she pregnant and she hit me. I wonder what they would have did if we would have really whooped her ass in there. Which is what it was heading to. If them officers when they came and she would have been still in there trying to fight everybody. Would have been in there not just the whole off, all out brawl. I was like, oh, and I think the people that she hit just didn't hit her back because of, or didn't really hit her because of the fact that she was pregnant. Pregnant as heck, y'all, in jail. Couldn't believe it. In jail, cutting up, not just in jail. In jail fighting, like starting a fight. Literally went down the thing, punching everybody in their face on that side of her. That was funny as heck, though. Funny but shocking at the same time. Alright, y'all, I gotta get out of here. My battery's about to die. The seafood is good. I thought I was gonna eat it all. I might eat some more of these legs before the night's out. But hold on, let my hand. Finished drinking my MXD. And that's it. Get ready for work tonight, guys. Alright, that's my little story time, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. A crazy pregnant lady in the damn hotel going crazy, like cutting up. And it's like they knew her. Like she must have been there a few times before. Okay. I gotta go. Alright, y'all. That being said, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you like the video and my crazy story time, subscribe, become a rider, and join me on the next video. And with all that being said, just know you are enough. So make sure you eat good, drink water, and love you on purpose. Love you guys. Next time.